great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Spurs, outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the power forward. And despite having a generational talent in Wembanyama, Shams, the Spurs never skipping steps. They've got great detail to everything they do.
The Spurs draft and develop. That has been their calling card. San Antonio may not be a big free agent destination and magnet, but who knows? With Victor Wembanyama there, they are going to have the ability to attract players and potentially go after players in trades. They have a ton of capital assets, draft picks that they can trade. And Victor Wembanyama has the ability to be a generational star, like you said, Kevin. And players will eventually want to be there.
Quickly, can you even go back to a time when they've added Wembanyama, they've added Lively in Dallas, the Thunder's Chet Holmgren, what he did as a rookie? These young bigs have been sensational to watch. The size that the league has added has been off the charts.
And the center position might just be back, but let's look at that 2023 NBA draft. Let's revisit that in 5 to 6 years. That could be a draft that eventually will be regarded among the very best.
Oh, here's Edwards. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. McDaniels finds Randall. Off target with his 3. On offense, here are the Spurs. Barnes outside. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Misses from short range.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Randall no good.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Releases. Nails the baby hook. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Randall a screen on Vassell. And the basket by Edwards.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Looking now at the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 26 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And chums like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped the 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their kings. Now Edwards. following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Randall passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. Down low. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Paul. Paul is doubled. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Randall finds Edwards. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been high.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Gobert, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Timberwolves trail. Over in the corner, Conley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Now here's Paul. Last game he had 13. Here's Wembanyama. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Here's Castle. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Now Wembanyama. Guarded by Reed. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 14.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Oh, trying for it. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Castle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Dillingham, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 17-6 run. Ball passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Johnson, defended by Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is good from Johnson. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And you know, for that matchup with the Celtics, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those teams face off.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Bogdanovich and Rizachet, the wingmen. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Daniels in at the point. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing that. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. They get the rebound. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella, deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Johnson. Tatum passes to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Rizachet. Down low. White with a steal. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's Tatum. Tries again. And he lays it in.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
Daniels passes to Bogdanovich. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Atlanta has possession. Following the bucket by Boston. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to White. Tatum looking it over. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The fourth spot held by the Hawks.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. Pass to Capella. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Capella's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. It's stolen by Johnson. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Here's Rizachet, defended by Brown. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Count it, his 3rd and 5 attempts.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Porzingis. Last game for him, he had 14. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's Daniels. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Brent, when it comes to the Hawks, they've struggled to find consistency on the defensive end.
No, B.A., that's not true. They've been consistently bad on the defensive end. I mean, they've been bottom 10 in defense 6 of the last 7 years. The only exception was the year that they made it to the conference finals. So that's just not going to cut it. You got to play both ends. Dyson Daniels, when he steps onto the court, he's got a hunger to make an impact, and he's trying to put his team in position to win.
Here's Pritchard, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Brown. Inside. Stolen by Capella. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Celtics trail by 4. Outside White. Pass to Porzingis. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game. But the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled. And the players spoke up, and the league listened.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's